So this is a late video, and it's gonna be a bit longer, but today was probably the worst day of my life. Maybe second worst. I think the only other day that can compare is when my dad had passed away on November 10th of 2017. It was a school day for me. I was in college at the time. And, I didn't find out till I got home after work that night. Today is Cinco de Mayo, and it would have been my ex and I's 5-year anniversary. But instead, I and my best friend went to move all my stuff out of her place. And the thing that made the day even worse was my ex seemed just fine. She didn't seem distraught. She seemed like she was acting normal. Meanwhile, I pretty much was like this, just completely down in the depths. I broke down once crying in the hall, just wanting a hug from her, and she said she already given me enough hugs. So, we spent about 2, maybe 3 hours packing and moving things. And I've hardly eaten in the past 3-4 days. I've maybe eaten like not even half of my daily calorie needs. I don't even feel like trying to bother with my cat right now. Pretty sure I've lost a few pounds. I have pretty much no appetite. I've barely been drinking anything. My ex has basically stated no contact for 6 months. And, it seems like she's moving on. Meanwhile, I still think about her. I still think about my mistakes. Principal reason why she split off with me is I've been depressed for quite some time. It didn't get really serious until about 2021, until I moved in with her and got a, big boy job, cubicle job that, paid enough to pay the bills. But I was unhappy because it did not utilize my degree. And the job evolved to a point where I was confused all the time. Most of the people were not incredibly helpful. Some of them were. And it basically led me to take a leave of absence to try and better my mental health this year, mainly because I was about to be put on a PIP. So, as of right now, I don't have a job. I do have savings, granted it, but it's not enough to sit on. I'm trying to look for some line of work. I have 2 STEM degrees, one in physics, the other in astronomy. I also have almost a minor in math, or the equivalent of one. A little bit of coding experience, not a lot. And I was in the hospital from Wednesday last week to prior Wednesday, so from April 24th to May 1st, I was in the hospital, a psych ward, mainly because I had suicidal ideations. I was contemplating taking my late father's Glock and potentially putting it against my temple and, just blowing my brains out. I didn't have ammo though, but I knew where to get ammo. But thankfully I did not choose to use the scissors to cut the zip ties on the gun when it was confiscated upon my father's death. and find ammo. And then I was working out in the gym, and I had the thought of letting, 200 pounds come crashing down on my neck. But thankfully, I just decided to continue with my workout. But, upon telling my therapist this, she recommended I be hospitalized, which didn't do anything. Realistically, it just surrounded me with some people who were sound of mind to talk about their issues, their struggles, maybe some advice on how to get over it. Easier said than done, though. And a good chunk of the other people there were so far gone, or just completely in a different galaxy, that they were incoherent. And, you couldn't really converse with them. Not trying to sound mean or anything, I'm just stating the facts. And today I had some suicidal ideations, but overall I just felt nothing. The dating scene is just garbage. Online dating has never really worked. Surprisingly, I met my ex, on OkCupid. We'd been dating for almost 5 years, and we were set to get married next year. And I can't go back to online dating. It is a rigged, broken, just dirty, rotten system that exploits, desperate single men. And, I don't have a car, and I don't have a license at the moment. I know how to drive, but I still need to take the driver's test to get my license. And I just don't know if I'm gonna find anyone as good as her. But she wants me to work on myself, and for so long I just had this depressed nature. I always saw the bad in everything. I always dragged her down with it. I was angry, frustrated most of the time with my career. I was fed the American dream, and it was a lie. Go to school, get a good degree, and you'll get a good job. That'll make you, financially stable, have, a job that you can tolerate. Might not be one that you love, but, that's not true. I can't be in a cubicle. It's not for me. I'm not meant to look at a computer screen all day. I want more stimulation, but sadly it doesn't pay enough. And I know I stated before I don't like living alone, but I just want to know that if it came to that, I would be okay. But if for some reason I'm alone tomorrow, my savings will dwindle within the year, probably less, given the price of everything. There's more to state on the causes of my depression. I'm currently on medication, but it even seems like the increased medication's not really helping me get out of this rut. I might see if I have motivation, even get up to walk to the gym tomorrow, which is about a mile from my house. But yeah, I keep thinking about the future. I keep thinking if I'll, ever find another partner that's right for me, or if my ex and I will get back together, or if she'll ever want to speak to me again. And I know making videos like this, even if she's watching, is probably not helpful for her. It might push her away. But this is just a way for me to broadcast myself and get everything out there, just so there's a record. I know I stated I want to post some artwork, and I'm working on that as far as the channel goes. I have a friend of mine who's helping me make some prints for my artwork, so I might see how that goes. But today I think today just absolutely broke me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a way back after today. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. You know, for as smart as people tell me that I am, as talented as people tell me that I am, I don't think I am any of those things. I think I'm just a lost cause. So, and I've read some of the comments from previous videos, and I appreciate the support. And I've seen some comments that state to stop crying over everything. And again, that's easier said than done. It's easier said than done when you always view all the negatives of the world, every negative aspect of your life, past, present, or future, and you can never get it off your mind. I start to understand why people with depression choose they choose finality. But you know, for my mother's sake and for everyone else's sake, I have to at least try something. So yeah, that concludes, you know, either the worst day of my life or the second worst day of my life. I'll probably make another video talking about the causes of my depression, but, you know, until then, I figure I'd just get this out there.